My wife and I, Holly, have 5 kids, and I want to share with you something today that we use every single day. We have these conversations at night. I have it on the phone with her. We have them during the day. We have this conversation about the 2 most important tools that we can use when we want to change our child's behavior. I know that you have issues in your life right now that you could say, oh my gosh, if I could just wave a magic wand, I want to change their attitude, their behavior, what it is that they're doing. They need to change. In fact, some of us, more seriously speaking, have children or our child, things that they're doing, they're going backwards. Maybe they're lying. Maybe things are happening at home, attitudes with their brothers or sisters. There's things that's happening in their lives that are not positive. You want to change it. Here are the things that I use. This is not philosophy. This is real, okay? This is worked in the trenches with my wife and I, and we have to implement these 2 things every day. If this is your child, and what we're trying to do is we're getting our child to move forward on the path of success or the path of life, let's call it. We are trying to implement 2 things that's going to help keep your child on this path of life, especially when they start to swerve out of control. Here's what you need to do. Sit down with your spouse, sit down with friends, journal. Take some time to think about, number 1, what is the tool of discipline that I can use to implement in this situation? Okay, a tool of discipline is basically something that you create tailored to that child for that specific situation that's going to bring a bit of a sting of the consequences of their bad choices. It's going to be like life disciplining them, yeah? The tool of discipline is something that you can use. It could be from time out, from them not being able to go to a sleepover in this weekend, whatever it is, that they can't have entertainment time on a screen or an iPad or whatever it is, you cut 30 minutes out of their screen time or something, a tool that's going to sting them and go, wow, when I make bad choices, this is what happens to me. So take some time to sit down and discuss it. Seriously, my wife and I have to do this. And you know, as your child grows, their interests change, what's important to them changes. As they go into the teen years, things begin to change. This is the fun, creative part that we get to engage in as parents, is that we get to figure out, that tool worked last week, it worked last year, but that just doesn't sting anymore. Hey, listen, when you don't pay your taxes or you don't do, if you get a speeding ticket, it stings you, right? Well, that's what you're doing now in a controlled environment as a parent. You're preparing your child for success in life. You don't have to be angry. You don't have to be a freak about it. Oversee it and oversee it in love. Let the tool discipline. Now, that is a little bit more of what I would consider kind of like a negative sort of a consequence, okay? Up here, this is the second thing, which is more of a positive partner to the tool, and that's a reward. What is it that you can do to reward the behavior that you do want to see, right? Tools, consequences for behavior you don't want to see to get them onto the path of life, and then really rewards and what I would consider celebration for what it is that you do want to see happen with your children, okay? Now, this may not be as practical in the sense that I say, I'll give you $5 or I'll buy you a bike or something. Sometimes, my wife and I don't really deal with it like that. I really look at reward as a little bit more emotional, a little bit more like at the dinner table, my wife and I will celebrate a success. We'll say to our child, hey, this week, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my child, my son, whatever, they've been doing really well, haven't they, with their attitude or whatever. Honor them is what I'm trying to say. Celebrate in your family culture and reward your child. I will take them out, I'll take them out on a daddy date or something and make some time. And while I'm out, it's not the ice cream we're eating together or something. It's more the reward of acknowledgement. You are on the path of life. I'm watching you mature. You're making right choices. That builds something in your child. Because listen, your child at the end of the day, they want to please you. I'm saying in a good way. They want to be a success. Well, celebrate that. Do something in your mind as you see them develop and grow that you can celebrate. Okay? So you want to have both of these things operating if you want to see your child's behavior change. Great sharing with you. Super excited to share more with you. Dean from theparenthoodblog.com. I believe in you. I know you can do it. See you next time.